महाभयकरी ह्रीङ्कारबीज अक्षरी सदाशिवकरी सत्कृपाकटाक्षसागरी निराभयकरी नित्यानन्देश्वरी भुवनेश्वरि शरण सर्वेश्वरी नित्य नित्येश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी नित्येश्वरी शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरी। चक्रराजिनी नित्यमूलमन्त्रात्मिनी मूलाधारिणी सुधासाराभिवर्षिणी सहस्रकारिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरि करुणेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि भक्तप्रेमिणी नित्यभावनागम्येश्वरि शक्तिरूपिणी शर्वाणि शर्मदायिनी निराकारिणी नित्यानन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि। निर्विकारिणी नित्यमुक्तनिष्प्रपञ्चिनी निष्कळङ्किनी निर्मोहमोहनाशिनी निर्विकल्पिनी आनन्देश्वरि ईश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि त्रिपुरसुन्दरी महामन्त्रतन्त्ररूपिणी सुगुणभूषणी सुप्रभावचारुहासिनी परमानन्दिनी नित्य आनन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि। चारुरूपिणी श्री भैरवि भगमालिनी क्षेमदायिनी नित्य भगवति पद्मासनी भुवनेश्वरी नित्य आनन्देश्वरि विश्वेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि नादरूपिणी राकेन्दुवदनरञ्जनी साधुरक्षिणी नित्यानन्दपुरि निवासिनी वामकेशिनी नित्य आनन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि नित्येश्वरि शरणं नित्यानन्द जगदीश्वरि। विश्वसाक्षिणी नित्यवेदवेद्यरूपिणी तत्त्वासनी पञ्चकोशान्तरस्थापिनी नित्ययौवनी नित्य आनन्देश्वरि दुर्गेश्वरि शरणं श्री नित्य नित्येश्वरि सूरनायकी नित्य सूक्ष्मरूपिणी विघ्ननाशिनी देवी प्रशमनि मित्ररूपिणी नित्य आनन्देश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि नित्य नित्येश्वरि शरणं सर्वेश्वरि वागधीश्वरि सत्स्वरूपिणी ज्ञानध्यानदानारिणि राज्यदायिनी नित्यानन्देश्वरि सोनेश्वरि
केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि.
Nityanandam, we welcome you all with our love and respects. We welcome all the Kailaya Vasis sitting with us here in Adi Kailash and all over the world joining us for the most beautiful time of Shivam makes himself available to guide us and sit with us. It is an audience with the avatar, with the himself. Bhagavan shared with us that those who are initiated by him are blessed to have an audience with the avatar at Pada Puja. Such grace and compassion. There was a time when you and I prayed and waited for divine to answer. Today, he schedules an appointment with us. So, to all my friends, families, and viewers this morning, next 45 minutes, set everything aside. Let go whatever is bothering at the feet of our Master. Let us now enter into Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Today, we will be seeing the 123rd verse of Sri Guru Gita. Idameva Shivam, Idameva Shivam, Idameva Shivam, Idameva Shivam, Harisatanaha, Harisatanato, Harisatanato, Harisatanaha. Now, let us listen to the translation of what Paramashiva revealed to Devi Parashakti. The translation says, by the authority of Vishnu, this alone is Shiva. By the authority of Vishnu, this alone is Shiva. By authority of Vishnu, this alone is Shiva. By authority of Vishnu, this alone is Shiva.
This brings us to a very beautiful happening, an incident in the Hindu history which happened during the Treta Yuga. Lord Vishnu incarnated as Sri Rama in the Treta Yuga, and during his life in the jungle, Ravana, the Asura, who ruled Lanka, kidnapped Sita, the wife of Sri Rama. To get her back and free from the people of Lanka, from the demon king, Rama reached the seashore. India and Lanka is separated by the sea at the time, and with the Vanaras, which is the army of monkeys under the leadership of Sugriva, this place is now the city of Rameshwaram in the state of Tamil Nadu in India. And Sri Rama was thinking, how can I cross the ocean? How can I defeat Ravana? And suddenly he felt thirsty. The Vanaras brought sweet water to Ram. He had a vision of Lord Shiva, Paramashiva, while he was drinking that water. And Sri Rama put the bowl of water down and started doing puja to Paramashiva. The stotras that was read made Paramashiva very content. He appeared before Sri Ram. Sri Rama spoke with devotion and said, "The ever-great Maheshwara, you are my master and I am your servant. I can succeed only by your blessings. Ravana is ruthless, yet he is your devotee as well. He is undefeatable because the boon you granted him. His ego and pride made him confident without even to conquer the three worlds, and I can never be successful defeating him without your help." With that, Sri Rama requested Paramashiva. Sri Rama bowed down to Shiva after saying this, saying, "Jai Shankara, Jai Shiva," and he repeatedly prayed. After being eased, Paramashiva said, "Prosperous, I am content worshipping through different murtis. We have multiple gods, each one representing one energy." As Swamiji said, one enlightened ecosystem. There is a common misconception that God is one. Be very clear, Swamiji says, our Veda-agamic scriptures are very clearly revealing to us that God is oneness, not one. For us, Brahma, Vishnu, Saraswati, Lakshmi, and even Paramashiva are from the same source material but symbolizing different qualities. And this is because human mind is so caught up in one form that only if something is shown to us physically, we are able to relate with it. We are able to connect with it. We are able to meditate on it. For example, even if we are meditating on the formlessness, we try imagining the sky or the vast space or the universe, whatever it is, which is again a form. So till we associate ourselves with the form, we can only grasp something when it's being shown to us in form. That is the nature of human mind. That is why we have multiple gods in Hinduism, and freedom is given to us, given to a person to worship whomever they want. In the next level, even worshipping through murtis have some limitation. That is why the ultimate Paramashiva have to assume the human body to transmit the experience of Jivatma to Paramatma to devotees. We, you and I today are blessed to be alive here on planet Earth in a human body, while He, the source of all life, is here in the 6-foot body that we know today as Sri Nityananda Paramashivam. So let us fill ourselves, our inner space, with gratitude for being chosen to recognize Him while He has assumed the human body. With that, remembering that beautiful context of what you have happened when Paramashiva has happened in the human body, let us prepare ourselves, let us establish ourselves in the space of gratitude to receive the darshan of Paramashiva, when a few moments from now we are going to enter into the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. With that, please bring your awareness to your Ananda Gandha, which is located between the heart center and the navel center. Remember Swamiji in your Ananda Gandha and chant the Mahavakya.